To make sure the prisoner wasn't faking his death, the warden pressed a burning torch against the sole of his foot. When the man still showed no reaction,
He's dead, no doubt. Throw him in the sack and bury him.
he ordered the guards to put the body into a sack and wait until nightfall before throwing it into the sea. But everything they did was witnessed by the prisoner in the next cell. Once the guards were gone, the man quickly crawled through the tunnel they had already dug. Seeing the friend he had spent 8 years with lying there dead, he could no longer hold back his emotions and completely broke down. The two of them had already worked out a plan to escape together. But now, he was all alone. Just as he was saying his final goodbye to the old man and getting ready to return to his own cell, a bold idea suddenly came to him.
Forgive me, Father.
He quickly dragged the old man's body into his cell, laid him on the bed, and made it look as though he were fast asleep. Then he cut off some of his own black hair and placed it over the old man's white hair to make the disguise more convincing. After straightening the bed, he hurried back into the next cell and took the treasure map the old man had hidden inside a hole in the wall. Before the guards returned, he climbed into the body sack and somehow managed to sew it shut from the inside. They noticed nothing unusual and simply struggled to carry the body outside. To make sure nothing went wrong, they tied a 50-kilogram lead weight to the body's legs. Then, he quickly cut the rope tying the lead weight to his ankle, then swam toward the surface with all his strength. Meanwhile, a guard brought food to Edmund's cell.
Where's your bowl number 34? Wake up!
God! Call the governor! They are tools.
Serve the cannon! Muster the guards!
It was already too late. Edmund was an excellent swimmer, and he had already made it across the sea. The moment he stepped onto free land, the man who had been wrongly imprisoned for 14 years was reborn, now driven by a burning desire for revenge. And this is the beginning of one of the most gripping and satisfying revenge stories in French literary history, The Count of Monte Cristo. Edmund didn't dare stay on the shore for long. He immediately slipped into the home of a farming family. While trying to make himself look presentable, he suddenly froze at the sight of the unfamiliar. He had not looked at himself in a mirror for 14 years. But there was no time to mourn what he had lost. Following his memories back to the town where he once lived, he tried to find out what had happened to his father.
He died many years ago. 5, 6 years ago.
But once again, fate dealt him another crushing blow. Trying to hold back his grief, he went to the church where his father had been buried.
Dantes died of grief, 1825, and there next to him is his son, Edmond Dantes. He died 10 years before the father.
The words hit Edmund like a bolt of lightning, filling him with even more pain, anger, and confusion. He had been alive all those years, locked away in prison. So why did everyone believe he was dead? Still overwhelmed by confusion and resentment, Edmund went to the home of Tess, his former fiancée.
She's long gone. She married and moved to Paris.
Remembering all the sweet moments he had once shared with Tess, Edmund felt as though his heart had been stabbed over and over again. He wandered through the streets like a man who had lost his soul. Just then, the sight made all the anger Edmund had buried for years suddenly explode. But he never could have imagined that this chance encounter would lead him to the most loyal brother he would ever have. Jacob decided to follow him.
Get away from me. Are you mad? Go now while it's clear.
While the two were still arguing, they suddenly ran into a group of guards on patrol.
I knew I should stick with you. Smuggling. Take a chance on the beach with the crates of the stuff. Now I don't know what to do about the boat and the mute.
Where is this boat?
I'm that go to the coast.
The boat was exactly what Edmund needed to go in search of the treasure.
I escaped with the help of my friends here. You can trust him. He saved my life.
But after winning their trust with a few lies and promises, he secretly sailed the boat straight toward Monte Cristo.
You've been here before.
few times.
Let some wood for a fire. I'm gonna go find us a goat for dinner.
He told Jacob and his nephew to stay behind and watch the boat while he climbed the mountain alone. According to the treasure map left behind by the priest, there was supposed to be a rabbit-shaped rock at a spot overlooking the entire bay. From there, he only had to walk 20 steps west to find the hidden entrance leading to the legendary treasure.
Where is it, Abby? Where is it? 60 paces.
A deep sense of disappointment and helplessness suddenly washed over him.
You need a compass to catch a goat?
I was just orientating myself.
Jacob thought Edmund was wasting their time.
Get in the boat!
Edmund had no choice. So he reluctantly went back with them. He saw something. Looking closer, he realized that the two rock pillars formed the rabbit-shaped landmark shown on the treasure map.
Sinbad!
When we get to Talamone, what happens to this boat?
We'll deliver it to my uncle.
The boat belonged to Jacob's uncle. He decided he would find a chance to return to the island alone later. When they arrived in Jacob's hometown, his entire family warmly welcomed Edmund, the man who had saved Jacob's
You're a
life.
funny man.
Everyone sang and danced, enjoying the warm and cheerful atmosphere. Edmund suddenly felt completely alone. He thought about Tess, his former fiancée. The day he had been framed and sent to prison was supposed to be the day of their engagement. Had none of it happened, perhaps they too would have had a warm and happy family like this one. The thought kept Edmund awake all night. Then the priest's words suddenly echoed in his mind.
20 paces west of Rabbit Rock. Enter the cave. There is a fork to the left. Cross the rocks. Find it, Edmund. I bequeath it all to you.
Driven by a powerful feeling deep inside him, Edmund went down to the harbor in the middle of the night. When he returned to Monte Cristo, he followed the instructions on the map exactly. He found the two towering stone pillars that formed the shape of a rabbit. And there it was. A massive treasure, so great that legends claimed it could rival the wealth of an entire nation.
God bless you, Abby Barrier.
The young sailor who had suffered years of pain and humiliation was now dead. In his place stood a man reborn. A completely different man. A messenger of revenge. The Count of Monte Cristo.